Hi, and welcome to this video guide from the DPS on how to use the single claim process. This video will show you how to progress a deposit claim when your tenant isn't engaging with the deposit repayment process. If you started the deposit claim process or sent written notification to the tenant of your intention to make a claim against the deposit, and the tenant can't be contacted or has failed to respond to your claim for deductions, there is a way for you to progress your claim. 14 calendar days after the tenancy is ended, you can use the Statutory Declaration process to request that your claim is paid. The Statutory Declaration process is laid down in law. The process that landlords and tenants must follow is dictated by legislation rather than the DPS. A Statutory Declaration is a legal form to request release of deposit claim funds held by us. It must be signed and witnessed by a solicitor, a commissioner for oaths, or a magistrate. Once we receive your completed statutory declaration, we must issue statutory notice to the tenant, giving them 14 days to respond. If no response is received, the money will be paid to you. There are two situations where you can use a statutory declaration to request release of funds. 1. When the tenant hasn't provided contact details. 2. When there are contact details for the tenant but they haven't responded to your claim for 14 days. If the tenant hasn't provided you with contact details or added them to their DPS account, you'll be able to start the statutory declaration process if a status of deposit is protected. If you started a claim in the system, the statutory declaration button will be activated on the tenancy 14 days after you started the claim process. If you have several deposits requiring statutory declarations, you may be eligible to use our Consolidated Statutory Declaration. Please contact us to find out more at statdec@depositprotection.com. When you download the form from your account, some details will be automatically populated, such as the tenancy address, your landlord ID and the deposit ID. You must complete each section of the form that isn't already populated. Make sure you read the notes for each section carefully, as we may not be able to accept an incorrectly completed form. In section 5, please add any knowledge you have of the tenant's whereabouts or contact details, as we may use this information to attempt to contact them. Once you've completed your declaration, you'll need it witnessed and signed by one of the following: a solicitor, a commissioner for oaths, or a magistrate. Once your declaration has been signed, please send the original to us by post. We recommend using a sign-for service to make sure we've received it. The address to send your statutory declaration to is on the form. Unfortunately, we can't accept declarations by email. It's a legal requirement for us to receive the original signed form, so we can't accept photocopies or scanned documents. On receipt of your statutory declaration, we'll send a statutory notice to the tenants. They'll have 14 days to respond. If they don't respond, we'll pay the amount you've claimed. If they respond to the notice, then the normal deposit repayment process is reinstated, including the dispute resolution process if required. You can watch our videos on the repayment process and the dispute resolution process in the videos section of the DPS Learning Zone.